Meeting to order. Roll call.
Madam Chair, Tony Sagudule Hiron.
Present.
Commissioner Barbara Casey.
Here.
Commissioner Vince Howell.
Here.
Commissioner David Ulivari. Commissioner David Romero.
Here.
Commissioner Ember Davis. Here. Thank you, Madam Chair. We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Councillor Howell, would you do the moment of silence, please?
Moment of silence. Please keep in mind all the families here in our community, to make them stay close to each other and to bless each other's things that are happening around them and keep close to the Lord.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Commissioners. The next item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda.
What is the pleasure of the Commission?
Madam Chair, I move approval of the agenda as presented.
Thank you very much. Do I have a second?
Second.
Roll call. Excuse me.
Commissioner Casey.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Howell.
Yes.
Commissioner Davis.
Yes.
I have a motion by Commissioner Casey, a second by both Commissioner Howell and Commissioner Davis. Thank you, Madam Chair. Motion carries.
Thank you very much.
The next item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes from the meeting on November the 20th, 2018.
What is the
Madam
pleasure
Chair.
of the Commission? Commissioner Casey.
I move approval of the minutes with small corrections that I already sent in.
Okay, thank you very much.
Second.
Do we have a second? Thank you very much. Second. Roll call.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Commissioner Davis.
Yes.
Commissioner Howell.
Yes.
Commissioner Casey.
Yes.
I have a motion by Commissioner Casey and a second by Commissioner Howell. Thank you,
very
Madam
much.
Chair. Motion carries. The next item on the agenda is public input. We do not have anybody signed up for public input at this time. The next item on the agenda is the Housing Authority Finance Report by our financial specialist, Natasha Martinez-Padilla.
Madam Chair, Commissioners, in front of you today you have the finance report with the month ending November 30th, 2018. Currently, 42% of the year has lapsed. We've had 5 months of the 12 for the fiscal year. Our dwelling rent is at 43%. We're right on where we need to be, though we do have some tenants that are behind on paying their rent. We are still billing monthly. Our operating subsidy is right where it also should be. This is also both our dwelling rent and our operating subsidy are on the accrual basis, so this is what's earned, not necessarily what has been deposited into the account. Our other income tends to be a little higher, but of course, like I've said previously, this does include unit repair, maintenance, late fees, those kind of fees that the tenants end up getting charged. So sometimes when they have big fees like that, they'll enter into a repayment agreement, so the cash will come in steadily within the next 6 months instead of all at the same time. Giving us a total at the end of about 43% where we should be. So we're right there. We do need, hopefully we'll be getting both the transfers, and then we'll be increasing the transfer budget as well on that to get those transfers in. The transfers won't be on the accrual basis. They'll be posted and recorded when the cash is received. Then on the expenditure side, our employee expenses are right at 41%, and our operating expenses are at 22%. I know you guys have asked in the past about keeping up and keeping the heating going for our tenants, and we do. We maintain the units. Right now with the weather the way it is, if it's a heating issue, a water issue, if our maintenance staff can't go and repair it at that moment, we will have a hotel or something placed in place for the tenant themselves. So we do make sure that our tenants are taken care of, especially in this cold season. And with that, I'll stop for questions.
Questions? Comments? Councillor Howell?
Thank you, Madam Commissioner. Madam Chair. Ms. Padilla, Natasha, there's two of them. Do we work with residents that are having difficulties in paying in regards to establishing a payment plan or something to help the person out? One reason is because there's a resident that's been there for 15 years, and she was talking to me and saying that we are planning to evict her. And I don't know the whole story, that's why I'm asking.
Counselor, that file is actually with our attorney right now, so it's not something we can speak about in an open meeting.
Okay, I don't know if it's, we're talking about the same person or,
There's only one, so I'm almost positive it is.
okay.
But we do work with our tenants. We do put them, like we had mentioned before, on repayment plans. So they do have 6 months to catch up, and we do that. And this is with all of our tenants. And I can't get into particulars, but it's happened in this case as well.
Okay.
She's had the same opportunity as all the rest.
Okay.
What I would advise you to do, counselors, to speak to the attorney, so she can brief you. That's
Okay.
probably the best thing to do.
I believe that the person we are talking about is represented by an attorney and there is threatened litigation.
Oh,
So we can't.
I don't know if we're talking about the same person, because this person can't afford an attorney, so it might be a different person. I'm just saying.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay,
Okay. Okay,
thank you.
let's move forward. Any other questions? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Commissioners. The next item on the agenda is the Housing Director's monthly report. Just reporting that maintenance continues to do unit turnarounds, work on work orders. We did have several move-outs within this month, and so they are trying to keep up, or they're doing a very good job at keeping up with the turnaround time and reoccupying them within each month, as we try to do every month. They also continue to do the work orders groundkeeping. The waiting list manager continues to accept and process applications daily. They're currently, I'm not sure, I don't have the report, but it is included how many applicants we have on our waiting list currently. Every month I put that on that report that is submitted. Housing staff, we do meet with law enforcement monthly to discuss any incidents in public housing and maintain an open communication with them. We also keep our residents informed through monthly newsletters. Our housing staff continues to attend monthly safety training provided by Risk Management, HR. We did have 2 maintenance staff attend the UPCS, which is Uniform Physical Condition Standard Training, on December 4th and 5th in Las Cruces, New Mexico. This training included an overview of the UPCS with an in-depth study of the most critical inspectable areas. This training ensures that we are ready for our next REAC inspection. 2 maintenance staff completed a proficiency exam and will receive a certificate of completion for that. The Housing Authority is still offering the smoke-free cessation classes to our residents, with 2 classes being offered each month, and we did have 2 residents again that showed up that did come for the class this month. We are projects. We are anticipate that the 2-unit remodel project on Sandoval will be completed within the next couple of days. We should be having that turnaround. And also, Commissioner Romero, you had asked about the debris behind sagebrush between those streets. We did receive assistance from the streets department, so I wanted to thank Chris Rodarte for his assistance with this from the streets department. They picked up, I believe, 70 tons of debris, and it was removed from there.
Thank you.
Okay, and that's all I have for my director's report.
Questions, comments?
Not a question, but in clarification of what you just mentioned to Councilor Romero. Is that the rocks that was
Yes.
behind it? Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that was it.
Okay. Any other questions? Commissioners report. Commissioner Davis.
I don't have anything at this time.
Okay, Commissioner Gomez.
Was going to ask about the findings. I know we've worked on a few of them. Or pretty
I'm
much
sorry, I
every-
didn't hear you.
The findings.
Oh.
I know we still had to, couples that we still have to address, or are we?
2 of the findings, 2 want me to?
You're going to answer.
Okay, two of the findings we did, out of the, I think, 7 that we still needed to complete. 2 of the findings we did send last month up to them. So those were the 2 policies, the internal control policies as well as the accounting policy were sent up to our field office for review. So we haven't gotten a response on if those 2 were accepted as compliance for that. As far as the other stuff, we really don't know anything else besides.
We haven't got a response, you said, from,
We haven't gotten a response from that, like from the actual policies. I'm sure they had to send them to legal for review.
But
or whatever.
essentially, the response has been submitted, but they
Yes.
have not responded.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you very much. Okay, Counselor Casey.
I don't have anything to report.
Commissioner Howell?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Is this the same situation where they came and interviewed all of us? Is that the status that we're asking
No.
about? Okay.
Pretty close.
haven't
There's 2.
I was-
We, at this point in time, if I'm correct, Anne Marie, we have pretty much addressed all the initial 18 findings, correct? All
I
of them.
believe there were 7.
But now
that are
we
being
have
corrected.
HUD doing their internal audit. And that's a regional office, and it's a separate audit. So we don't know what's going to surface on that audit as well.
okay,
That's gonna be-
well, they sort of tied together, right? They-
Well, a portion of it will, but they're also looking at my understanding is that they're also looking at the entire operations of HUD and how it's being handled, so that they might find other things as well.
So we haven't heard from our
No.
interviews from them and their
Not yet.
response?
Emery?
No,
I don't know.
we haven't heard. And there's one other policy, Madam Mayor, Councilor, that was the obsolete property that we rewrote and added language in there, that'll be, that's on the consent agenda today, and so we said submit that one.
Okay, and also for the record, I'm sorry, I want to apologize. Counselor Ulibarri will not be here. He has some family matters, so he will not be attending today's housing meeting, so note that on the record. And neither will he be attending the regular session. Okay? Okay. Is there any need for executive session?
Madam Mayor,
Yes, sir.
if I can, and I know I'd like an update on that litigation, I don't know, I shouldn't take too long, if we can just get a quick update. I know Councilor Howell was asking on that tenant. And really just go somewhere real quick in a small office, 10 minutes, just to get an update to all of us. I could call for an executive, but I'm just suggesting this, if it's okay.
Well, let me ask you, Attorney.
There is a matter that involves threatened litigation that involves the housing.
Okay. Okay, let's continue.
Okay.
Okay.
With that, I'd like to make a motion to enter into executive session. Matter subject to the attorney-client privilege pertaining to threatened or pending litigation in which the city of Las Vegas is or may become a participant as permitted by section 10-15-187 of the New Mexico Open Meetings Act, NMSA 1978.
Okay. Did you have a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Commissioner Howell?
Yes.
Commissioner Casey?
Yes.
I have a motion by Commissioner Romero, a second by Commissioner Casey. Thank you, Madam Chair. Motion carries.
Shall we leave here? Or do you want to go into the attorney's office? Should be brief. Should be- Need a motion to reconvene?
So move.
Motion to reconvene.
And
Second.
you have to discuss that no items were, no action was taken on any of the items. Go
Okay, I
go
thought
to
we, you were first and then reconvene. Okay. I'd just like to note for the record that no items except those that were made in the motion for executive session were addressed.
And no decisions were
And no decisions were made.
Good. So that was it.
Second.
Okay,
Second.
roll call.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Commissioner Howell?
Yes.
Commissioner Casey?
Yes.
I have a motion by Commissioner Romero, a second by Commissioner Howell and Commissioner Davis. Thank you, Madam Chair. Motion carries.
Thank you very much. I need a motion to adjourn.
Madam Mayor, I move that we adjourn.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Commissioner Davis?
Yes.
Commissioner Howell?
Yes.
Commissioner Casey?
Yes.
I have a motion by Commissioner Casey, a second by Commissioner Howell. Thank you, Madam Chair. Motion
Thank you very much. Meeting adjourned. We'll start in 2 minutes.